Hi. Hey, it's so nice to feel you. Oh my goodness. You guys are going to have to put up with this little bit of a weird, coldish voice for a while. I think it's just the aftermath of the virus stuff. So I'm feeling much better. Thank you for your well wishes, for your emails, for your messages. I appreciate it. I have been posting on Bridget Inspired on Instagram every single day. So if you've been missing me here on Fairy Grasshopper, check me out on Bridget Inspired Instagram. Here are some of the things that have been helping me the last several days, right? So I want to share some of this stuff with you. Plus, I've been waiting to share some of it. Now, I'm not sure what exactly we'll be talking about yet in this video, but I will title it appropriately once I have completed this video. So it feels really good to actually be seen right now. I do have my phone handy because I do have the fourth person of our family came down with the vid yesterday and has been having a really rough time with it the first 2 days. So I'm kind of on call a little bit. So I'll help out with like ibuprofen and water and all that. And I'm going to go to the store later, finally go to the store. And I can do that with a mask now. And it's been like 8-9 days, I think now, and that kind of thing. So I'm feeling better. It's just I have the cold remnant. So don't worry. I'm okay. You really think I would let that take me down? No. But I did take care of myself. I totally did. I even did yoga on Friday. A little bit, like half of it, virtually. Like she sent me the link and I got the virtual link and I was able to do a little bit of yoga. I couldn't do too much because my legs, like I feel a little bit weak. I have some muscle weakness right now. And I think that's just normal when you're, sick or not feeling well. It takes you some time to kind of bounce back. So I did walk today. I have been walking the last 3 days. Today I did 3 miles, which is good. That's about a Bridget stint. Prior to this, I actually had been doing about 5 a day. So I'm happy for 3. I'm really happy with it. I took my time. It wasn't a race. So, and I feel okay right now. So I'm going to be gentle. Be gentle. Along the lines of being gentle, I want to introduce you to my new friend. She's actually my old friend, Kalima. Kali. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Kali. I want to share this with you. I'm not going to, this is a card deck, okay? I ordered it right when I got home from my trip to Florida. I was like, I just felt super inspired to have this deck. And I have known about this deck for a long time, the Kali Oracle, and I have not purchased it because it's a big deal. Okay, it's a big deal. I am a fire bearer. I work with the fire element as well as the air element, like second nature for me. In my clearing work and my healing work, I use the energy of Kali Ma, the creator, preserver, destroyer, and great mother energy that holds the higher vision, that holds this loving vision that is greater than what we can see ourselves within the situation or circumstance that we're in, whether that be a relationship or a challenging life issue, circumstance, or crossroad. She's amazing. Kali is amazing. And it was probably several years ago now. I can't even remember. I should look it up. I actually did I was asked to do a recording about Kali and the fire element and to share with a large group of divine feminine women. And that was probably, gosh, it's at least 5 or 6 years ago now. And I know that she has been with me on my path, yet I also have very, very much kept my distance because it felt like in the past that she's volatile, unpredictable. But the truth is she's filled with vitality, and the rage that comes out of her is from the passion that she holds inside of herself, as do I, fiercely passionate and transmuting that passionate energy through the change process and the transformation process into a compassionate heart-based energy is something that is truly alchemical. And that's a place where I am at right here, right now on my life path. It totally made sense for me after going through and still in this massive healing journey. Initiated, I would say, oh gosh, there's been several cycles of this over the last year and a half, I would say, and maybe even longer. I mean, at least a year, I'd say. For me, I've been super vocal about that here on Fairy Grasshopper in my vlogs, about all the different life events and such. And then also the internal healing challenges and changes that I've been experiencing, sharing the best of my ability. As a psychic person, as a very intuitive woman, as an intuitive life coach, I think it's extremely essential for me to be very authentic with you and to show you that it is a cycle. It is layered. Healing is not an event. It is a way of living life that is fully authentic and hard at times, and also brilliant and beautiful, and can present to you so many incredible gifts that the universe has to offer that you would never have even thought that you could dare to ask for. So Kali is a huge ambassador for that. And when I came back from Florida, I didn't get sick for a couple of days. But I felt I had initiated a clearing when I was there, and I felt a lot of deep pain and shedding and realignment and shifting. And I still feel shifting, and things feel confusing at times. And then other times they feel okay. And I don't feel underwater, which is a good thing, because I felt very underwater, like, whoa, like I was in the ocean and just getting pummeled with waves is how it felt for about, I'd say 6 or 7 days. Just emotional stuff, like random. Just when you think, hey, oh, I can do this. Okay, I can do this. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, what? Like, this doesn't even make sense. And this was also during the time of the Lionsgate portal on 8/8, and then the full moon week and all this astrology coming up. And as I'm sharing about this, I know I can literally feel it in my mind, and the energetics in my brain and my head. It almost makes me feel dizzy, like motion sick a bit. You probably are feeling all this stuff too. You're not nuts. You're not crazy. You might feel crazy, but that's just because the world has that feeling collectively. Okay. That's just true. So Kali, she has been one of my besties for a long time, and she's been very patient with me, waiting for me to turn to her and say, okay, girl, I need you. I love you, and I need you in my life. And I think she's been waiting for me to make that declaration. So I finally did. I invited her in to my personal life through her card deck. And in fact, I couldn't even use it for like 2 days, because I got it like 2 days. It was the day or two before the full moon. And I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even, like, I looked at it, I put it on my altar, I blessed the energies, I actually purchased some incense. At the same time, they all came together. I'm like, no, shocker there. Let's burn it down. Let's burn and clear and just heal. Let's start this healing. Really start it. And I put it on my altar, and then on the full moon, I opened up the deck. I can't remember if it was the full moon or the eve of the full moon. Opened up the deck and just spread it around, and just laid it out and just let it be. And then the full moon is when I pulled the cards. And it's intensive. It's the same kind of vibe as the Isis deck. If you have the Isis deck, I have the Isis deck also. I got that wow, several years ago now, probably 2019, I got it actually. Let me grab that just to show it to you. You set me free. Okay. Same person. It is Alana Fairchild, Isis, the Isis deck. Some of you might have this. This is an intensive deck. This is a very divine feminine, very strong deck. I've had it again since 2019. I used it in my divine woman group that I had facilitated for a couple of years online. And Isis was definitely, she was one of the guideposts and the gatekeepers of that particular group. These are intense. You can only do like one card at a time. At least that was my experience, or has been my experience with her. So I expected that Kali would be the same or similar. And I'm right. And eventually I think it will get easier because I feel such a familiarity with her. So Kali Ma, which is Kali, the goddess Kali, that is known for creator, just preserver, destroyer, creator, preserver, destroyer, beginning, middle, end, cycle, right? She's a cycle, right? A cycle of life. The energy is one of discernment, is one of taking a stand, is one of allowing ourselves to release what is no longer in service to us so that we may build, create, call in that which is more in alignment for us, whatever aspect of your life. And she's blunt, she's straightforward, she's to the point, she will get shit done. So you have to be real and committed to really being in alignment and really clearing shit out. You have to be willing to be in that place. You can't say, well, yeah, I want to clear all this except for this, or except for this, or except for that. You just have to embrace the change process as it unfolds and really work with the energies. Now, that's not to say you don't have choice. You always have choice. We have free will. That's what your brain is about. That's what the human experience is about. Your brain, you get to choose. You do. That's part of the sifting and sorting to decide what to keep and what to let go of. That's what she does. She's like this massive organizer. She's the Marie Kondo of goddesses. I don't think she'd appreciate me saying that. She's like, what? Like, she's this powerful warrior. However, she has many faces: creator, preserver, destroyer. The creator energy is Ma, the mother energy, which is this profound love that is grounded and rooted and always there, regardless of what part of the phase of life that you're in. The beginning, the middle, the end, what process, what part of your life process or the choice that you've made you're in. Are you in the implementation? Are you like scrapping it because it was a bad decision, you feel like where are you at? She is not judging you. She is helping you to use a tool of discernment to really know what's best. And instead of trading what feels good in the moment for your actual freedom in the long run, ultimately, you will gain more power of choice and more enlivened possibilities when you are committed to the process of yourself, of honoring yourself. And it's not easy because it can be hard. It can be hard, especially the stripping away part. That's harsh. It can be really harsh. And you're like, oh my gosh, because one of the things I think that Kali is really great at is helping to show you the lies. She reveals the untruth. And especially, I think one of the hardest things is the lies that we tell ourselves, or the things that we have come to accept as true, when really not so much. Not so much. Maybe based on other life experiences, and now you've had different experiences and you need to incorporate the new information in so that you can clear what really isn't true. It's false. It's like this false premise or a myth about yourself. And maybe it's projections from other people and their expectations and their own personal needs that they need to have met by you being a certain way or continuing to behave or act in a certain way. And really, it's not about you, but you feel a tremendous amount of maybe guilt or pain, like you're letting people down or disappointing them, whether they're your children or your coworkers or your friends or your loved ones. It doesn't matter who, but this definitely can be a place where the growth is it can be painful, but so too is the stagnancy. And do you want to live a lie? Do you want to? Because sooner or later, when you look back over your life and you're in that place where you do that life review, because you will, because we all do. I know it. In my work as a psychic medium, I know that life review happens at the end of your life. I saw it with my dad firsthand. I've seen it with multiple different people that I've talked to, dead people in the afterlife, and I know it happens and it will happen for you as much as it will be for me. And it's kind of like that perspective of on your deathbed, looking back over your life, what will you regret? Or will you have like lived fully or loved fully? That's a very valid thing to ask or to consider, because if you're at a place where you know you're being dishonest with yourself, you've got the opportunity here and now to course correct. You've got the opportunity. It's never too late to do the right thing for you, in alignment for you at this moment, because what's right in this moment, you might not have had the opportunity 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago to do that because you had no idea what that looked like or what it was for you. But now here, as this grown-ass person you are today, you have a tremendous wealth of knowledge and wisdom, and you've got to use it. Because if you're not, you're wasting it and you're losing life. You're losing the minutes, the hours, the days, and the years. And think about all the people that you love that have left this planet. People that you respect and look up to, and family members that are gone. They would give anything for those months, those minutes back. And when you have the awareness of being not authentic, or you have the awareness of the fact that there are some things that you've outgrown, it's time to have the courage to softly and gently let some of those things go. And you can do that in a loving way by introducing things that are healthier for you and things that you deeply want, that the place of those personal lies are taking up, sucking the oxygen out of the room. That could be filled with some really good stuff, really beautiful moments, experiences, and memories. And that's what life's all about, is looking back on the people you loved and how you've been loved and who you are cumulatively as a result of all of the experiences, of integrating all the experiences. The creator, preserver, destroyer is about the clearing and the creating, but it's about what to keep, what matters to you really at your heart. And it's not what you can get or what you can gain from life. It's not other people or this external false sense of reality. It is what lives internally within you. And so that's where you have power. So that's how it feels to me. And that's what Kali feels like, a really massive force. And I've been so scared of her. And now I'm like, I am not scared of anything anymore, people. Seriously. What? Really? I mean, pain is pain, okay? Once you've gotten to the depths of your own personal pain, it's like, yeah, okay. Maybe we can learn how to use it and eventually compost the pain and create something truly beautiful. Truly beautiful. So this is what I was excited to show you and share with you. And I know it looks kind of scary, but looks can be deceiving, right? I mean, I get that she looks like she could really do some damage, and I'm okay with that. She's just clearing the path. She's cutting to the chase. And isn't it about time to stop the chasing? Yeah, that's just like a dog chasing its tail. It's just ridiculous. It's just makes you just dizzy. Just stop the chasing. It's exhausting. It's just exhausting. Mhm. And then we are left with an acceptance of what is. Of what is, and then that's when the truth comes, I think. So there you go, Kalima. All right. I will share that during my COVIDian times, I found that this card deck, this is a different card deck, but this card deck, this Kyle Gray deck, which I'll link below, is extraordinarily accurate. So when I was trying to get insight about specific information about people and situations and circumstances, this deck was almost too honest, too truthful, that I was like, oh, too much information. I'm sure you're thinking, Bridget. Two cards flipped out. I'll share them with you. I'm sure you're thinking, well, Bridget, you're a psychic. Why do you need cards? Because, friend, I'm also human. And I have all sorts of my own work to do, and my brain and my thoughts that get in the way, and my personal shit that gets in the way too. So a card deck is just an additional layer of support, of guidance, of clarity that you can use. And so from time to time, you can use different decks for different reasons and different purposes. And it helps you get clear on your intuition and what you already kind of know anyway. It's basically just a confirmation or an affirmation. So yeah, you should use them too. So here's the two cards that came out. So when I said, yeah, this was like too accurate, almost too accurate, yes, it was. And when I got this card that said yes a couple of times, I was like, oh, okay, whatever happened to subtle responses, angels? What happened to the gentleness? They're like, Bridget, yes. Oh, ouch. So yes, these cards are very accurate, very accurate. The second one, the card that flew out just now, was the signs and reminders. It says signs and reminders, and the energy of there's a flame in the center of this, and there's butterflies and a rainbow. So the rainbow could be the rainbow bridge, like the passing of a pet or transitioning of a pet, which I've had recently, as you know, in July. My sweet little diamond went to heaven on the full moon, July 13th. That was a whole thing. Oh my gosh. A very pivotal, changing time for me. And also then here there are butterflies. The butterflies are transformation energy, but they're also about change, cocooning and then opening up, right? Going through this painful, almost dark night of the soul and then opening up. But for me specifically, the butterfly, especially that monarch butterfly, reminds me of hospice, reminds me of the end of life period, which is because of, was it my dad or my grandpa? It was my grandpa, I think. That when someone had died in the hospice wing, they put a little monarch butterfly, little stick pin above the room number so that the staff would know that somebody had passed away and that their family was saying goodbye and having their special time in that sacred space. So the monarch butterfly also is about that time near death, that time nearing the end of a change process. Like you may have been in a relationship and that relationship has ended. You may have been in a job situation and that job has ended. You may be just at a crossroads. And so this might be for you a sign that, yes, this is a natural ending. And so too then comes on the heels of that, a beginning, just like Kali Ma, creator, preserver, destroyer, a new beginning, a new beginning. Okay, that's more in alignment with where you are now, who you are today, energetically. So this is quite telling. Look at the birds. These birds could be a whole host of different energies, depending upon what you use for your totem animal. We also have the moon present, which is the cycle of the moon, which we just finished, a full moon. A big one, a very big one. Also divine feminine energy as well. So these two together, we're just saying, yes, Bridget, these cards are very accurate. Very accurate. I do have one more actually. So again, this was the Kyle Gray deck. And I have one more because it literally was just sitting here on top of a book that I have. So I'll read this one too. Oh, of course. Healing energy. Healing energy. Look at her hair. Oh, I love her hair. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Gorgeous hair. Look at that. Healing energy. Lots of green, Archangel Raphael. Lots of support for you on your healing journey, whatever that entails at this point in time for you. Just an incredible amount of energy, of support and love. And reassurance, if that's something that you need right now, that I know there's a lot happening and I know it seems like so much is just crumbling or falling apart. And it's kind of shocking, like stuff you thought would just always be there is just not. And stuff that you wish would just go away won't. It seems like it's like, wait, what? I think we need to be more clear, people, as a collective on what we are manifesting. What do you really want? Don't act like life is happening to you and like you're just bumping around and you don't have choices. Be specific. I want this and this and this. I want this kind of a change. And here are the 4 things that I would like to be included in that change, and be specific. I want this to be part of it, this to be part of it, this to be part of it, and this to be part of it. You don't have to say what you don't want. If you feel, okay, I don't want these 4 things, then use the opposite of that to craft it into an energy of what you do want. Because the clarity of what you do want is what manifests. And part of the problem is I think we've been manifesting in the underbelly, out of the place of fear of what we don't want. And so that's why collectively things are kind of messed up. This is a time of healing now. There's healing energy here. So let's course correct, my friends. Course correct. Step back into our power. You got to ride in the saddle of the horse, okay? It's going to be running. You got it. You can hold on. There's reins. There's lots of ways to engage, okay? And you're going to be engaged anyway. You are participating anyway, even if you act like you're not and you're just this kind of, it's just happening to me. Yeah, that is a lie. That is one of the lies that you tell yourself, like Kali Ma would say. That is one of the untruths that we tell ourselves, like, oh, it's just happening to me. There's nothing I can really do about it. Oh, I can't. And, that is just not accurate. That's not true. That's a lie. That legitimately is a lie. And I'm using that word on purpose because I know it will trigger you. And if it triggers you, it might move you to action. At least if you can get a little angry, you'll get closer to the passion energy, which will bring you then into the body. And then Kali might be able to fire you up a little bit and bring you up into the compassionate energy of self. And then that's how you change things. That's how you change things. When passion and compassion come together, then you feel more solid. You feel more centered in your body. And then you can make decisions and choices that accurately reflect who you are, not who other people presume you to be, who you've been before. Like 10 years ago, come on, haven't you outgrown yourself of 10 years ago? I would hope so. I would hope that you're different now. And maybe you should start acting like you're different, presenting that, living like that. I'm trying to do just that. So collectively, here's our healing energy, the sweet archangel. A little bit of the green energy kind of reminds me of Ariel. So I'll say Archangel Ariel as well as Archangel Raphael, assisting and supporting us. All right. Okay, so that's that. I hope you've enjoyed this video and sharing a couple of the different card decks that I've been working with during this unique time. Woo! I hope I've inspired your spirit and filled you with some hope. Hey, I am doing private sessions. I am. I've opened my work up. I don't just have coaching clients anymore. I am doing sessions for people. If you want one, go ahead and click on the link below and schedule a session with me. Now, it is an intuitive based session. It's not a question and answer. It's not about me telling you what to do, but it is definitely energetic, healing focused, empowering, and inspiring through connection, right? Connection with you, with what you know and what you want and what you need to help encourage you to live your life. This is your life after all. It's yours. It's about time you live it. You just live it. Thanks for watching.